Okay, folks, this is going to be the infamous PTO servicing thing. We'll start by pulling it off. This one needs the worm screws kind of worn, so I'm going to get rid of that. Replace that thing with one that's not trashed. See if I can do this without stabbing myself. There's no bearing here, it's just a bushing. But it needs to be repacked periodically. It doesn't really have a lot of issues with these things. Sometimes this gear is just slid on there. Other ones it's machined. This one's a machine one, so the gear can't come loose, but on some of them that does happen. Make sure that's in there. Alright, that's out of the way. Now comes this bad boy. And of course, I just shot the clip into Never Never Land. And yeah, I did stab myself. Okay, found it. Back together nice. This thing gets dropped back in there. You got to make sure that the grub screws or set screws get into that groove. So you got to kind of like make sure you found it. Yeah, there you go. Grease up the new shear gear, pop that in there. Make sure it drops down all the way. Try and do this without snapping your finger. That's it. Okay. Now when you go to put this back in the machine, there's some important things you got to know about this whole business. This is how the drive works. It's run by this pin. So this, the access point of this needs to be matched up on your machine with the center line of the pulley. If this is out of a line this way, it'll rattle. If it's out of a line this way, it'll rattle. And if it's out of a line this way, it'll rattle. That's what these shims go over here to adjust the distance from the gearbox to the center line of the drive pulley that runs this thing. This needs to be set straight this way in the gearbox. There's a little slop on the two bolt holes there and there. So you get this straight, and then you, with the gearbox loose, you pivot this around so that this center is matched up to the other center. And if it's matched up correctly, it doesn't rattle, even with an old worn out PTO coupling. So that's basically it in a nutshell. The main place where these things have problems is this comes loose because it wasn't on center and it beats itself to death, or this screw here just gets worn out, which is easily replaceable. So that's it in a nutshell. That's the whole story of the PTO deal. You can get the parts to fix that yourself through several different sources. There's factory sources and aftermarket sources. You can get fine quality parts for that. Anyway, hope that helps everybody with their problems with this. We'll cover aligning this thing up properly in another video showing how to reinstall the disc feed gearbox after rebuilding it. I've had a couple of people ask me for that, so that's going to be one of my next videos. Thanks. If you like these videos, hit like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll keep making these videos. Help everybody out. Thanks.